Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm sporting Colorado. And there's a reason why I picked Colorado for today. Watch this. Yes, November 9th. It's my sister's birthday and it's snowing. Yeehaw. Anyway, I picked Colorado because it's snow. It always snows there, the mountains and everything. But let's talk about Gypsy, shall we? Now, I've got quite a few things I want to show you guys. And I'm trying to figure out where I want to start. I'm going to start with this clip because I found it most fascinating.
Pattern on them and you're putting pressure, things move. It's all about angles and it's all about lighting. What I did with my pictures was I made them brighter. I put a little more saturation to make colors pop, okay? It's all about angles and lighting, really. I took over 50 pictures just to have those 4 to post. I'm 24 years old and the only thing that I had done was my nose and my chin.
So that's Mia talking about lighting and angles. Also, about 50 pics to get 4. Check the date on that. That was 4 months ago. Who is stealing whose lines and pictures and everything? Gypsy is still not finished copying Mia. She's still doing it. She still has this mentality that she is living through Mia. You know how you get some parents who put their kids in something and they really push them hard at it because that's what they would have wanted to do when they were young? Like that. Just like that. So if Gypsy's getting any kind of mental breakdowns and stuff like that, it's not about the haters. It's about how she feels inside about Mia, about where she fits in her family, where she fits in general in the world. I think she thinks that as soon as Ken sees a girl like Mia, he's gone. That's what I think. Anyway, we're going to get down to another video.
She's been through unnecessary surgeries that there are people out there whose children...
Again, what surgeries? Don't fucking say the salivary glands.
Okay, I had to laugh at this one because of the way she says it. Don't tell me it's the fucking I can't even talk. Salivary glands. Because that's all she ever seems to bring up is the tube and the okay, forget it. Spit glands. There we go. That's all she ever seems to bring up. But she's had 30, 50 surgeries. But she can only name 2. And actually the tube in her stomach, I don't know if that constitutes as a surgery. But this is what she had to say about that tube.
Needed to be changed because stomach acid erodes the internal hardware of it, and so every 6 months it has to be replaced. And when it has to be replaced, the child or person is not put under any kind of general anesthesia. They just deflate the balloon that's inside the stomach that keeps the beating tube in place, and then they just clip it out.
So they never gave her any anesthetic before they're changing her tube. They just yanked it out, plopped in a new one, and sent her home. God. I could see it if she was trying to lie to like 12 and 13-year-olds. But really? Really? My son was in the hospital more than once with asthma attacks. And he didn't have to have anything opened up or nothing. And if they put in an IV, they would freeze it first before they put it in. I know that they gave you anesthetic to change your tube, even if it was just a general. Yes, I believe that. Continue on.
I wonder if Gypsyrose was infantilizing herself. The whole story about her not knowing her age, thinking she was 15 when she was really 19. I don't know how that's believable. She didn't leave Louisiana till August of 2005. So she would have been 14 years old. How did she live in Louisiana around family for 14 years? And, oh, I just didn't know my age. Unless her dad and Christy were like hiding it too. Or was Gypsy acting young as shit, like she was young-minded, and so people treated her younger? It just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. How do you leave Louisiana at the age of 14, but then, oh, I thought I was 15, but I was really 19. How does that work? DCFS report. Oh, Gypsy makes it sound like, oh, you know, they came by, they didn't ask the right questions, they were looking for...
This one piqued my attention because you know how much Gypsy likes to role play. You know how she bought all those Halloween costumes for Halloween, didn't even wear one. Where do you think she's wearing it? Do you think Gypsy likes to pretend she's a baby sometimes and puts on a diaper and sucks on a bottle? Because there is such a fetish out there for that. There really is. And if that's the case, that could be the reason for the big, huge playpen. Just saying. Give it a think. Here's another one.
The staff became more like family to us. I remember they had this desk in the office, and I used to sit at this desk. And the staff would let me make like an announcement whenever it would be like dinner time. And so I'd get on the intercom and be like, dinner is now being served on the second floor dining room. All guests are welcome. I felt so important. The staff had actually dubbed me the queen of the Mardi Gras parade. I had this beautiful blue dress, and I got to have a crown and a scepter. It was great. I felt so safe. It was probably the best.
So Gypsy and her mother would stay at the Ronald McDonald House whenever she had to do change her tube. She made it seem like they were in that Ronald McDonald House for months and months and months, which it could have been just a weekend. They let her ring the bell for dinner. Come one, come all. You're all welcome. Dining hall. Gypsy, I don't know. I know when you made that video that you didn't realize your demographic was a lot older than you and knew a lot more than you. But God, really? All right, here's another one.
Sounded like she was startled, like, who's there? And then I heard her screaming, and I wanted to go and help her, but he had told me prior, if you come in the bedroom, Victor might hurt you too. Like, Victor will lash out at you if you try and stop it. Scared of that. And then she called my name about 3 or 4 times, wanting help. I didn't move. And then it all went quiet. It was like asking for help. Like, Gypsy, help me. I don't think she knew.
Shout out to Foxy True Crime for this one. She is the one that spotted that little difference in that video that a lot of people missed. Gypsy says, I don't think she knew. Well, of course she didn't know. That was the weirdest statement to make. She thought it was a robber. Of course. Why wouldn't she? Did you actually tell your mother that you're going to have somebody come over and do her? Did you actually do that? Because you know what? I could actually see that. I could actually see Gypsy telling her mother she's going to plan this. And her mother would just brush it off like, fantasy kind of thing. Right? Alarming, yes. But factual, she probably didn't think so. And that's what Gypsy meant. I don't think she knew. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching my video for the day. Please like and subscribe. It helps me in the algorithm. And everything in this video is my thoughts, opinions, and or alleged. Bye, guys.